Hello again from Firefly Ministry. Genesis 1 and 2 tells the story of God's creation of the world. In Genesis 1:31 we read, "Then God saw everything that he had made, and indeed it was very good. So the evening and the morning were the sixth day." Now many things have happened since the world was first created, including the entrance of sin into a perfect world. However, in spite of this, we can still see the beauty of nature and enjoy the many wonders of God's creation and to see how it reflects his glory. Waves that cast across the sandy shoreline. Trees tower towards the sun, and painted fluffy clouds float in the sky. All of these are part of God's creation. The earth is different now than before the entrance of sin. But in spite of this, we can still see God's created beauty. This summer has been unusually hot, and the heat has had its impact on some of the more delicate creatures that God has created. The other day, I noticed a butterfly lying dead on the ground. Now, even in death, its bright colors and its intricate design called attention to God's details in creation. When you live in the country like Kim and I do, all you have to do is look around to see. All you have to do is to look around and experience the incredible marvel of creation we call beauty. That's actually how we happen to name this ministry, Firefly Ministry. You see, one evening, Kim and I were sitting on our porch watching the sunset. Its drifting presence gradually ushered in the darkness of night. As our eyes adjusted, we noticed hundreds of tiny pinpoints of light canceling out the darkness. It seemed that out of nowhere there were hundreds and thousands of fireflies. Each flash was as if the tiny creature was celebrating day's end by ushering in night with an evening festival of lights. Now remember that butterfly I mentioned earlier? It left thousands behind to add color and life everywhere. Everywhere we look, there's beauty. Despite sin, the earth is full of beauty. As a matter of fact, that's the title of this week's message, Full of Beauty. Before I tell you about that, I need to update you on a few things. This Sabbath stream will be a little different. Now, even though we have 3 teams that alternate in covering the streams, this week all 3 teams are involved in different activities. One team is in Washington State. Our youth team, Piper, Madison, and Aiden, are participating in our Pathfinder induction service. So that leaves me and Kim. It just so happens back in February we made reservations for a tour reenacting the footsteps of the Protestant Reformation. Right now we're on our way, and if all goes as planned, this Sabbath we will be in Rome. It was Rome that enforced spiritual darkness for over 1,000 years before the Reformation. Religious Rome used its power to kill the Protestant reformers as they struggled to bring the light of the gospel to the world. So instead of streaming the service live, we've selected a message by Pastor Ron Kelly of the Village Seventh-day Adventist Church located in Buren Springs, Michigan. Now, when I heard this message a few weeks ago, I was impressed to share it with you. This message is entitled, Full of Beauty. Just as the darkness gives way to the beauty of the firefly, the darkness of this world gives way to the Christian life that is full of beauty. I want to invite you to join us this Sabbath on YouTube or Facebook for Pastor Kelly's message, Full of Beauty. And until then, have a blessed week.